Lovelies, I'm Bren and welcome back to Bren's Beauty Boutique, where I share with you my love of skincare, makeup, and all things beauty. Today I'm bringing you a fall makeup look using the much hated, somewhat loved, but definitely controversial Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette. This palette is new to me. I recently picked it up at TJ Maxx at a discounted price and I thought, hey, why not? I'd like to see what all the fuss was about and give this a try for myself. And the colors spoke to me with it being fall, and I just thought I'm going to do a look with this and just see what happens. All right, guys, so let's jump into this look. Into the color Cube, which is this shimmery light white color here. We're going to go ahead and put that all over the lid. This color actually looks like it has a little bit of a pink shift to it, which is pretty. Now I've already primed my eyes as well as filled my eyebrows in just a little bit. And again, I'll link every product that I've used in this video down below in the description box, so feel free to check those out. I'm not really seeing much color payoff. Of course, I'm using a blending brush for this, but I just want to lay down a nice platform for the rest of the colors here. So next color I'm going to go into is the color Dawn. That is this light, what would you call that? Kind of a taupey, very light color. I'm going to go in with that, and I'm going to put that on my lid and in my crease area. I'm going to be using my Wayne Goss number 17 for that. Just doing a real light little layer of that on the lid, just to get a little bit of color. Just gives me basically almost a little shadow on my eyes, which is the look I'm going for because I want to go in. There's some really nice strong colors in this palette that I'm going to go a little bit heavier on. So I want to keep this shadow look just kind of light and inconspicuous. All right, next we're going to go into Roxy using Wayne Goss number 18. Roxy is this kind of orangey brown color, peachy orange, I guess. I'm going to go into that. Wayne Goss number 18. I'm going to put this color mostly in my crease here, just above my crease because I have hooded eyes, so I typically go just above my crease. And though it might look strong initially, it will be blended out. Now, I don't know about for you guys, but for me, the struggle is real with uneven eyes. Like, my face is no longer symmetrical. So it can be a little bit of a struggle to even out the eyes here, but we do our best. And I'm sure that some of you can relate. Okay. Just wanted to get a little bit of definition there in the crease, and I really love this orangey peachy color. I think it's really going to bring the look together for fall, for a fall look. So, all right. Next color we're going to go into is the color Edge, and for that I'm going to be using my MAC number 13 brush. All right, Edge is actually kind of a mustardy or mustardy yellow color, and I love this color. It just speaks to me. So I'm going to actually put that on. I'm going to pack it on and try to get it on there nicely opaque to cover the entire lid. Okay. Really like this color. So a little bit about me, guys. I am 47 years old. I live in Wisconsin, and I am a retired flight attendant for a little over 21 years. And I took early retirement from that job reluctantly due to a brain tumor that I had in 2009 that did leave me with a few deficits. And of course I can get into that in a different video if you guys want to hear more about that. I can do a different video talking more about that. But I did decide to take an early retirement at that time, and I miss it a lot. I loved being a flight attendant, but things change, and I found new things to do, like YouTube. I still love makeup. Now we're going to go into the color Fudge, and I'm going to use my Wayne Goss number 6 for that color. And Fudge is this really nice dark brown here, kind of a chocolatey brown. I really like that color too, so pretty. And I'm going to lightly dip into that because I'm finding these colors are actually really pigmented. So I'm going to kind of tap that off, and I just want to go in lightly with this on my outer edge. Just give a little bit of definition. I don't want a real dark look today because I am going to be running some errands. I'm just ever so slightly getting that color in there. I am going to go in again with just a little bit more of the edge color, that mustard yellow color. I just really want that color to pop for me here. So I'm going to go in with just a little bit more of that. Again with my MAC 13. Pick up a little bit more. I'm going for it here. And I do see these get a little bit messy in the palette, but honestly I've noticed that with most of my Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not noticing anything that's earth-shattering or to write home about, so to speak. So I'm going to bring that color edge up just a little bit here. And the reason I'm doing that is because of my hooded eyes. When I open my eyes, it pretty much takes away most of my lid color. So I like to just bring it up a little bit into the inner half of my lid and up right underneath my arch there, just to show a little bit of that color, making somewhat of a gradient effect. All right. Okay guys, and I think next I'm going to go in with the color All Star. That is this plummy purple color right here. I'm going to go in with that, and I'm actually going to put that on my lower lash line. And I'm going to use my Victoria's Secret eyeliner brush. This has no number on it, but I like it because it's a nice flat edge and can really get the shadow in there into my lash line. Okay, and I typically stay on the outer edge of my lower lash line to make sure that I'm not closing my eye off. I do not have the biggest eyes, and with hooded eyes, I always think it's bad to, you know, make the eye look more closed. So I don't know if you can tell a difference here with it smushed into the lower lash line. I think kind of opens the eye up a little bit. Okay. now I'm going to go ahead in with the color Destiny, this really pretty mossy green color. I'm gonna kind of blend out my lower lash line using that, and I'm going to use my Morphe 431 brush to do that. I just want to bring in a little bit of that green because it is so pretty. Of course, it's not showing up too much over the all-star color, but that is okay. Got a little bit of fallout right here. But again, nothing too horrible. And I think I'm actually going to go in with the Adorn. Since I'm doing a fall inspired look, that speaks fall to me. So going in with Adorn, and I'm going to try it first without any MAC Fix Plus. Okay. It's pretty, it's not showing up too much, and probably using your finger might bring that out just a little bit more, but today we're using brushes because I want to really see how these perform with brushes. So I'm going to actually spray this for my next, for my other eye. I'm going to spray this with the MAC Fix Plus. I just want to see if that makes a difference. It does. Hope you guys can see that. It does make a difference. But you know what? This needs more, and so I'm actually also going to dip into Electric because I want to try that one out, and I am going to go in and use my MAC Fix Plus on this right away. I'm going to put that right on the middle of the lid. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. Oh, that's very green. Okay, all right. I'm going to zhuzh it into my upper lash line just a little bit so that it doesn't look so blunt. That's very pretty. I really like this color a lot. Okay. That's really pretty, guys. I'm liking it. Doing the same thing over here, of course. I'm actually going to add a little bit of this over here because I took a little, got a little heavy-handed there in the palette. On this color, I'm going to just spread that around a little bit. It's pretty, so I don't want to be stingy with it. So I'm going to let that just dry down just a little bit before I do any more blending. All right. Well, while that dries out, I'm going to actually get into my BH Cosmetics Aurora Lights palette, and I'm going to use the color Ombre on my inner corner. And for that, I'm going to use my Morphe 508. Oh, that is just this smaller brush there. Ooh, wow. That's pretty. Okay. Just to give it a little bit extra, wake me up a little bit, guys. I got about 2 hours of sleep last night, so hence the bags under my eyes and the discoloration. I know you all have been there at one point or another, so I like that look with that color on the inner corner. I'm also going to add just a little bit of this color Rowdy, this deep purple. I'm going to add that into my upper lash line. And clearly I'm trying to use as many of these shadows as I can because I really want to know what this palette is like, how these work on my eyes. And honestly, guys, I'm not seeing the problem. I think it's working very well. I've had, I've used better shadows and I've used worse shadows. I'm enjoying this palette. The mattes are dry and a little powdery, but that doesn't bother me too much because I feel like most palettes have some colors like that in them. And I really like the colors in this palette. It's very artsy to me. I really enjoy the colors in here, especially for fall. I'm very happy I got this palette. And again, I'm going in with that Victoria's Secret brush again, and I'm just smushing that color into my upper lash line to give a little bit of definition. And again, I'm not going all the way in, just going about halfway there. Just deepen that up a little bit in there. Put a little bit on the corners there. All right. Might just add a little bit here to the edge. Okay. Going to take my blending brush again, and I'm going to do a little more blending. So due to the brain surgery I was speaking of earlier in 2009, I did lose the symmetry in my face. So most of you can probably tell my right eye is a little more droopy, but things can always be worse. Life is good, and still loving my makeup. It's not going to stop me. So alright guys, so there's so much more I want to do with this palette. I could play with this palette for a really long time. I want to just keep adding more and more color, but like I said, I want to keep it fairly light because I have some errands to run. For my lips, I'm just going to keep it simple with a L'Oreal Color Rich Matte Liner number 10. Just gonna line those up. Then I'm gonna go in with the Victoria's Secret Velvet Matte Cream Liquid Lip in the color Wanted. So I picked these up about a week ago, and I really like them. Alright guys, that's the lip. Alright guys, so I just quickly did my lashes. Using the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes sample size mascara, which I'm enjoying. I'm really enjoying the colors because I don't have a lot of these colors in my collection right now, and so I really am enjoying the colors. I didn't see anything or experience anything that was, super horrible with this palette. So although I do think I had heard and read that there was perhaps inconsistencies with the palette. So with that said, I really enjoyed the one that I got from TJ Maxx, and I'm going to be using this a lot, especially in the fall. If you've enjoyed this video, I ask that you please hit that like button, and also if you'd like to see more from me, please subscribe. I would really appreciate your support. I know how valuable your time is, and with that, I really appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to spend a little time with me. And I just want to extend my gratitude for that. So thank you again, and thank you for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you. Bye.